Hi guys, it's Kiyako here, back with another speed build. Today I'm building a cat cafe, and I absolutely love how this turns out. This video is actually in response to a comment from Johnny, who was responding to an older video I did where I originally built a cat cafe that I still really like, but it honestly was not that realistic or that expansive upon, what a cat cafe actually is. And Johnny was kind enough to expand upon the idea for me and give me some helpful tips. So thank you so much for this comment. It actually really helped guide this entire cafe experience that I built. So thank you again. And as always, you guys feel free to leave any, comments, criticism, tips, challenges, anything you guys want. I always read the comments and I absolutely love talking to you guys about this stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. So basically, with my original cat cafe that I built, I kind of just built like a regular cafe that was just kind of like cat themed and had like some cat stuff in it. But Johnny's comment really opened my eyes to what a cat cafe is kind of supposed to be. So usually the cat part, the cat experience aspect of the cafe is usually kind of separate from the cafe part, which makes a lot of sense just for like food safety reasons. And also, like, now that I'm a cat owner, I really understand that like whatever I'm, if you're eating something, your cat is probably just gonna like come up and stick their face in it. So that probably wouldn't work with like guests and stuff, because they'd have all these cats, coming and smelling their coffees and, tipping over their drinks and stuff, and it just would probably be total chaos. So basically what we end up doing is we split the cafe section part from like the cat experience part. So there'll be like a cat playroom where people can, pay a small fee to go in and play with the cats, and then there will be a cafe section where people can, after playing with the cats, go in and get a drink, chill with their friends, stuff like that. This comment also reminded me, didn't remind me because I didn't know before, but taught me that a lot of these cat cafes also have adoption, aspects and elements to them. So this cat cafe also has an adoption element. So on the second floor, there's like a whole like adoption section. There's a whole place where like they keep the cats and stuff. There's like a mini like vet section. So it's like a pretty expansive cat cafe. Like, as you can see, this build is kind of big for like a regular cafe build. I don't know if cat cafes are usually this big. I just kind of made this one big just because there was so much I wanted to do with it and so much I wanted to fit inside. I kind of like the idea that maybe it was like the original cat cafe, like it really like kicked off, the whole cat cafe thing. So maybe it's just like super big because of that, or it's just like really popular. Maybe it's like a super big tourist attraction, or maybe it's like the biggest like adoption area or the biggest adoption location like in this city or something like that. And either way, I think this cafe is like immensely successful. Definitely they have like a lot of people come and adopt their cats. They definitely are, making business and stuff, because this place is pretty big and probably very expensive to run. But yeah, also just in terms of like the layout, you may have noticed I also have like an outdoor little like lawn section. I don't end up like furnishing that at all. It just kind of ends up being like a little outdoor, area. And I kind of imagine that that's just like a space that they sometimes use for outdoor events. Like maybe they have like a cat walking class, or maybe they just have like I don't know, just like outdoor events. Maybe they have like little mini sales where they sell like cat themed stuff. I don't know. They just have an outdoor area that they can use for whatever they want. Because, I don't think they would really be letting the cats out to play a lot. So it's really more for like the business human aspect. So basically on the right, this room that I'm putting together right now, this is going to be the cat playroom. And then on the left side is where the cafe part is going to be. And then upstairs on the second floor is more cafe stuff, but also where the adoption center is, and like little vet clinic slash, where they keep the cats. The color scheme of this cafe is what my color schemes tend to be. It's very pink, as you can see. I love pink. You're always going to see pink in my builds, you guys. And we also have some orange, and then we're gonna bring in some green and some like blues. It ends up being like a very colorful, fun build, because I really wanted this place to seem fun, because cats are so fun, and I feel like they get like a really bad rep sometimes in media. I feel like the public's relationship with cats is very weird, because on the one hand, we really like them, right? Because we love cat videos, like that's the number one thing on the internet is cat videos. It's really how the internet got popular and started, was people just watching cat videos on the internet. But at the same time, people are also very critical of cats. People tend to be like, oh no, I'm a dog person, I hate cats. The cats hate me, they're so mean, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know why. Like, I tend to feel like people who hate cats only hate cats because they don't really understand them. I feel like that's more of the issue than cats are like all these like, you know, mean creatures and stuff. Because I have a cat, and I haven't had a cat for very long. I've had him for about a year now. So I'm not like some seasoned expert in cat behavior or anything like that. But I can certainly say that I freaking love my cat, you guys. He is the sweetest little boy. And don't get me wrong, cats are not dogs. Like, they are not going to be your best friend. They're not going to, you know, follow your every move and obey you and command you. But that's the thing about cats. Cats are not dogs, and people tend to forget this. Dogs are basically, you're adopting a child, and that's your child / your best friend. They're always gonna love you. They're gonna wag their tail when they see you. They're your child. They're your baby. They're your everything. Cats are more like your roommate. You know, you love your roommate. They're like your good friend. You hang out, you know. Sometimes you can cuddle them and they're so cute and sweet. But most of the time, they're just going to kind of do their own thing. And at this point in my life, just where I'm at right now, that's what I need. I could not take care of a dog right now. I love dogs, but I definitely could not take care of one. They just require too much attention, too much energy. I just don't have it. I love my cat because I can leave him alone. He'll be okay. But I can also cuddle him and he'll love it and he'll play with me and he'll just have a good time, you know, as long as he gets treats. So that's my take on the whole cat dog thing. And I also just, I'm so sick of people hating on cats. Like, come on. Like, if you hate on cats, it's just probably because you're not treating them right. You can't treat a cat like you treat a dog. You gotta really respect cats' like personal space, and you have to kind of like read cats a lot more, because the thing about dogs is they're usually pretty expressive. Like, even their faces are kind of expressive, but cats really have no expression in their face. You have to kind of understand their body language a lot, and that can be hard, and I get that it can definitely be hard for people who like aren't usually around cats and aren't used to them. But once you kind of like understand the telltale signs of an annoyed cat or a cat just wants to be left alone, you can start to get a sense of like who your cat is, and when the right time to touch them is and when the wrong time to touch them is, you know? Because I love cuddling my cat, but sometimes he's just not in the mood and he will just like bite me and run away. But sometimes he runs up to me and he just wants his cuddles. So it's really just about understanding to read, you know, understanding your cat and learning to read your cat, which is harder to do than with a dog. So that's just my advice. Like, if you feel like you're someone who doesn't like cats, just maybe try to spend more time with them and try to understand them like a little bit differently, and don't expect them to be as expressive as a dog. You gotta kind of put more effort into your relationship with cats than you do with dogs. But I also have never actually have a dog. I've never had a dog before, so I don't know I have no expertise in any of this. This is just me. This is just my advice, that's all. But yeah, anyways, so back to the build. I mean, we'll talk more about my cat later because this is the perfect video for me to talk about my cat, and I love talking about my cat, so we will. But just really quickly, back to the build. Basically, this is our cafe section where you walk in and you order your drink. As you can see, there's like a little sidebar over here where there's like some, you know, syrup pumps and stuff like that, little trash cans where you can throw away, you know, like your straw wrapper or something like that. And then back here we have our bathroom, which is so pretty. It's very similar to the bathroom that I built for the preschool I did a little bit ago. I use a lot of the same color schemes. I think I'm using the same mirrors even. But you know, if an aesthetic works, it works, and I'm definitely gonna use it again. But this bathroom looks so fun. I know it's a weird thing to say because I don't know what a fun bathroom looks like. I don't know how much fun you would have in this bathroom, but it's so colorful and fun, and I feel like a lot of public bathrooms are so boring and so drab, and maybe that like contributes to my like general dislike of decorating bathrooms, is just like the idea that I already have of them, that the public has given me, that bathrooms have to be this boring, cold, kind of gross place. Have you guys ever been to a bathroom in a Barnes & Noble? Ugh, Jesus. Like, I don't know if it's just the Barnes & Noble by my house, but they do not keep it clean, and it's like it's a bookstore. Like, I want, if the bookstore's cozy, I want the bathroom to be cozy, and I know that's a weird thing to say, but I just feel like public spaces, if they can, should try to put more effort into making nice bathrooms, you know? Just make them nicer. That's my thing, you know? And nice doesn't have to mean bougie. Just, you know, decorate it, add some colors, make it not such a cold place. Like, everyone is a human who has to use the bathroom, right? We all have to use it. We might as well make it a nice experience for everybody, you know? Anyways, that's my take on it. That's the bathroom I did. It's very pretty. And then this is like the general like seated cafe area where you'll come and chill and, you know, drink your coffee and stuff, whatever you do in a cafe. I usually do homework in a cafe because, like, I'm a workaholic, I don't know what to say, but, you know, whatever other, you know, normal people do in a cafe, this is where you would do it. As you can see, our color scheme is coming together very nicely. Again, very similar to the color scheme I had on the preschool I did a while back. It's just a nice color scheme, like the pink and it's just like pastels. It just works. I don't know. I like it. And then over here you have like little bar section, you know, where you would, I don't know, have a Zoom call or something. I don't know, whatever people do. And then there's like little seats on the side. So there would not be any cats here. This is like the human space. The cat space is on the right. So you could walk in and go directly to the cafe and then leave. Like you never like have to interact with cats if you don't want to. And I feel like that's a very good business model for this place in particular, so they can attract cat lovers and also people who don't quite like cats. Either way, they can make money, and I feel like that's a plus for them. Anyway, so now we're going to move on to the cat space. So you would walk in, and if you wanted to hang out with the cats, you probably had to pay, I don't know, like, I don't want to name a price, but like a couple dollars for an hour, you know, like you would pay by the hour for like how long you could spend in here, you know, chilling with the cats, petting the cats, playing with the cats, just being one with the cats. There is some seating in here, so you could sit down. Maybe you could bring your drink in here if you wanted to, but it's not really like an eating place. It's more just like, you know, chilling with the cats. But there's a space where you can, you know, sit down. The cats could jump on the table. You could, you know, play with them, cuddle with them. I'm assuming like the cats, because like I said, there's like an adoption center on the second floor, so they have a lot of cats here up for adoption, but I don't think that all the cats would necessarily be like in the playroom. They'd only pick out like certain cats to socialize down here, like the ones that are comfortable doing it, because you don't want to put like a scared small cat in the middle of this like super social place with all these people that they don't know. You would need you'd have to pick out your most social cats to put in this location. My cat, very social, very, very social. And a lot of people are very surprised by that when they meet him, because most cats are not very, very social. A lot of cats are kind of shy, I would say. I don't know why that is. I feel like I in particular have met a lot of cats that have just like had bad experiences with people. Like I've met cats that run and hide, and then their owners usually like, oh yeah, like they were, you know, they come from a bad household, or they were like attacked when they were a kitten or something like that. Just some cats have had bad experiences with people or other animals, and they get kind of skittish and shy. My cat's not like that. My cat is he's a street cat. That's how we got him, is we found him on the street, and we were like, all right, you're ours now. We took him home. And we actually met his previous owner, who was like feeding him when we found him, and he was like, yeah, I had to like kick out this cat, just like for whatever his, you know, situation was. He could no longer have the cat in his house, so he just like left it on the street and would just like come by and feed it every once in a while. And he was like, yeah, you can like take the cat if you want. So we were like, okay. And we took the cat, we took him home, and now he is my son and my baby, and I love him so much. But despite being a street cat, despite, like, when we found him, he had a bite mark on his tail, so he got into some sort of altercation with another animal, despite, like, whatever trauma he went through. Like, he's so social. Like, he loves people. Like, he'll come up to any stranger and just, like, nuzzle their hands and smell their feet. He really likes smelling feet. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to tell him that it's weird, but it's pretty weird. And he'll play with anybody. He's just, I love him so much. That being said, because he's so, like, confident and social, he's also a little, not aggressive. He just, like, he really likes to play rough. He won't attack you, but he will, like, play attack you. Like, he'll just try to stalk you, and then he'll run up and bite you, and then he'll lick you where he bit you, because he's like having fun, but he's like, oh sorry, did I bite too hard? And then he'll lick you. Oh my goodness, guys, I love my cat. Like, he's not in this room right now because he could not like sit here with the door closed for 20 minutes straight. I had to let him out downstairs, otherwise he would just meow throughout this whole video, which may have like fit the vibe, but I didn't want to put him through that torture, so I sent him away. Don't worry, he's eating some snacks, he's okay. But I love my cat, and if you guys have cats, tell me about them, please. Literally, tell me about your cats. I love cats, and I love hearing about other people's cats. They're so unique. They have such weird quirks. My cat loves bottle caps. Like, he just loves bottle caps. Like, if you're drinking a drink that has a bottle cap, he'll see it and he'll know what it is, and he'll like come up to you and like wait till you're done and then steal your bottle cap. It's so strange, but that's what he loves. So tell me about your cat's weird quirks, their names, because people have the best names for their cats. I knew a cat once named Brick. like a brick. Loved that. So tell me your cat's names, tell me anything about them, and if you have a dog, that's welcome to the conversation too. I'm not a dog hater. I really do like dogs. I just never had one. But dogs are always welcome as well. But yeah, and you can comment that, you can join the Discord, we can talk there too, any way you want. Just tell me about your cats. I'm craving cat content, you guys, as you can obviously see. But yeah, anyways. So now we are on the second floor. This is our adoption center. So this is where you would come in. There's a whole desk there where you would talk to the adoption people. There's a little space here on the rug where you could like play with the cat before you adopt it, just to, you know, make sure that you vibe with the cat. There's like some rules posted on the walls, like information and stuff. And there's also a window in the adoption center that's out to the cafe, so that people who are in the cafe can look in and see other people adopting cats, just to like encourage it, you know, so people can see the joy that cats can bring to people's lives. And then back here is the office space where, you know, the person who runs the cafe will work, or at least like the person who runs the adoption, you know, part of it would work. And then there's like some side desks here for like other people to work as well, because I tend to like make like one office for one person in these builds a lot, and multiple people work here, so I feel like I should also give them office spaces, so I gave them some desks there as well. It's not a huge office, but you know, it's what I could do with the space that I had. And there's a big you know, a poster of a cat behind the desk that says impress me human, because that is what cats are like. They're very demanding sometimes, but you know, we love them and they love us. They're ungrateful most of the time, but you know, they're sweethearts at heart. They're just selfish sweethearts. But yeah, so we're gonna put in some filing cabinets, the rules posted again, or just like, you know, tips and guidelines for how to, you know, deal and treat with the cat. And then up here we're gonna have more seating spaces for the cafe area in case it gets too, you know, busy or crowded downstairs, or if you're like waiting for, you know, your spouse or your child to adopt a cat, you can like sit in this area and just wait and drink your tea or whatever. And I don't know why I chose like a little like cardboard Christmas tree as like my centerpieces for all my coffee tables. I just thought it was cute. It doesn't like super fit the theme, but I don't know, it was adorable, so I had to put the little coffee table Christmas trees there. And then we have of course our neon sign of the cat, and then a little cat sticker on the wall there. We also have an outdoor seating area as well, so this is just like another space to sit down. This cafe is freaking huge, you guys, like I said. But I don't think anywhere like this exists in real life. Like obviously cat cafes exist in real life, but nowhere that, you know, is this freaking huge. And if it does exist, let me know, because that is where I'm gonna go next in my life. That is my next vacation. I'm going to the biggest cat cafe in the world. I'm so excited if that exists. I feel like we should have like a cat like version of like Disneyland, where it's just like cat themed rides, and there's like a lot of different like cat cafes and cat restaurants, and like they have cats trained to like bring out your, you know, your coffee on a little plate or something. I don't know. I love my cat so much, and I'm so down for some more cat experiences. My cat also likes going on walks, believe it or not. We have a little harness for him, and we'll take him out to the park, and he just likes walking around. I say that like we walk the cat. We don't walk the cat walks us. You don't walk a cat, okay? You bring the cat out, and then the cat will go where the cat pleases, and you have to follow it. But I enjoy it. I like seeing, he has a knack for finding dead animals. He really he found like 6 dead birds within like 5 minutes the last time we went on the walk. It was astounding. It was really gross too, but like, you know, I'm happy for him if that's, you know, what he wants to do with, you know, his smelling skills, I guess. But yeah, so he's a walker, and he likes going in his little cat backpack. I love my cat, you guys. I'll never shut up about him, so I'm gonna force myself to stop talking about him now so we can actually get into this build. This is our little area where they actually keep the cats. I feel like it kind of looks a little bit inhumane. It looks like a bunch of little like cages, but I feel like that's what they do, right? Because I've seen like videos from like vets and adoption centers, and they usually have like I hate the word cage, but that's what it is, right? They have like these little spaces for the cats to, you know, chill. And they're not small, like they're usually like pretty large so that the cats can, you know, stretch out and walk around a little bit. And obviously, like I feel like they would let the cats out, you know, when there's no people. Like they would let them out, you know, downstairs, or they would just like take them out sometimes so the cat can, you know, be socialized and like not have to be cooped up in a cage all the time. So if this looks inhumane, I promise you, like, I don't think it is. I think that this place takes very good care of their cats and tries to make sure that they have the best life possible. Anyways, that is the build. Thank you so much to Johnny for that comment. It really just like forced me to like rethink how I was doing my cat cafe builds, and I really am proud of this one, so I hope you like it, and I hope all of you guys like it as well. I think this place looks so fun. I would love to come here and chill. I would kind of feel like, I feel a little bit bad. I feel like a little bit like I was cheating on my cat by like cuddling and playing with other cats. I would come home and he would smell them on me and just, he'd get so upset. He'd be like, what is that? Who were you with? Oh my goodness. Or he would just like love it because he loves the smell of other cats because he's a male cat, you know. But he is such a sweetheart. You guys would love him. Everybody loves him until he bites them, but then he'll lick you after because he bites, but then he licks because he loves you at the end of the day. Anyways, as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.